This is episode 54 of Blind Marathon Deathworld Spidertron %. And in between episodes, I think I pasted some more solar out down. That wasn't super interesting. It's getting, getting pretty big now. They've got some more solar panels to play, though we're busy doing that for a while. I think I also cut solar production. Yes, I cut the steel to solar. In fact, these guys may as well just whatever, go and do your thing. Because I want the steel for purple science. Because science is currently waiting on purple science. And in fact, yellow science is getting stuck on chests. Yellow science is actually backed up. Or at least is backing up. And so I think there are a couple of things we do for this before we get into the main stuff of what I wanted to do today. And the first is, let's do something that doesn't need purple science. More laser damage? Artillery range? They both cost the same. I mean, I'm already defending successfully. Artillery shell range. I could just build an artillery remote, but I could spend one blue chip and a radar or whatever it costs. I mean, this is what it probably costs. Yeah, a blue chip and a radar. I could do that to manually click on a bunch of things, but that doesn't sound very Factorio. Or I could spend 6 or 7 satellite launches worth of expensive resources in order to tell a train to go to a place and not think about it. So I think we're going to go with that one. That sounds this sounds more Factorio, and will also give us all the research to do while the purple science builds up. So artillery has gone from a thing that was I may as well research this, I don't know if I'll use it, to let's commit a vast amount of resources to it. The next thing I'm thinking about is I think I want still more purple science production. I would like to try and increase the rates at which I am producing all of these sciences. I don't actually know if I have the materials to do that. We'll worry about that later. But I can actually increase military science in kind of cheap way, with good old school beacons on assemblers. The yellow science we can also, I think so that'll boost yellow science. Boosted military would be good to boost purple as well, but I think we're going to start to, especially with steel, why am I stuck on the thing, have some other problems with that. Can I fit that in there? And the answer is I didn't expect that to work out quite so well, but yes. Okay, I guess that goes there, like so, and then I need the modules. And the thing that struck me is I don't think I'm using nearly all of the blue science production at all. So we're going to grab those back. That means we get to save. I don't need that one either. Yeah, most of these aren't working. We'll grab those module 3s back. Module 3s can go in there. This now probably wants to be one of these and to go that way. I'm still don't have the red chips. Fine. Still need more steel. I think that's going to continue to be a thing. I think actually at this point I do want to do some upgrade planner nonsense to get more steel in, because I think that's going to be a thing. I probably need to upgrade planner there, it'll be fine. Open questions on whether or not I'm actually making enough steel, and this is looking pretty healthy at this point. I've got 6 red, but I mean, let's just make some assumptions and then run with it. Okay, so doing that, we shall research. Where is the artillery train? Is the artillery train here? Yes, good, and it's full. Like, the other thing that struck me is I could actually recover more of these modules that I'm kind of not using and repurpose them into these red chips, because the red chips are still a bit of a sticking point. Or even into the plastics, either of those would be good. I'm not going to bother with that yet. Do I have a gas problem? I do have a gas problem. Do I have a gas problem because I'm not mining enough coal? Because that was actually the thing I was going to address. There's a couple of dead miners. Most of these things are mostly working. There's a bit off to the side where they're not, which we can address. I was also going to change around. I was going to get rid of this because I've kind of got all the light oil I need here at this point. Like, that's fine. It can. Okay, so I've got that. Then the other thing to do, I've got lots of things that I don't need. Let's get rid of some of these things, and then the coal that I don't need can sure go up here. Do that. Then I need a bunch of stuff to make some more coal trains, because one of the things I noticed is this is starting to run down on coal, though I'm not really. It could have more trains, but it's also still kind of low on coal. The coal liquefaction, which also is the main source of coal for gas, which is a big deal, also could have more coal. And I think somewhere over to the right, yeah, I enclosed a coal station, so let's have it. Everything else is just doing what it can. Trains waiting at stations. And yeah, maybe when we're putting another coal station here, maybe I turn the acid back on there at the same time. Whatever. We'll see how we go. I think the majority of the stuff I need is actually over here already. Do I need to? I probably don't need a bunch of these looking things. Speed modules? Let's suppose I don't need speed modules. I won't need so many fish. I won't need that, but it can go in a trash slot instead. Are there other things I don't need? Poison grenades, upgrade planners. I think most of that's going to stay, isn't it? This, I cleared the request from this, and I probably want to keep the request, because I probably want. I gave away all those green chips. Never mind. I guess I'm getting green chips from like here or something. I've got more green chips than I need at the moment, so let's just make all those bots. That'll be fine. Which is significantly more than I need to spin up a coal outpost, but whatever. Okay, we have. Do I have fuel? I must have fuel somewhere. I may as well have fuel. I've got a lot more of this stuff than I need. Okay, I just picked these up and I'm putting them back. Whatever. Okay. I will need poles. I will need. Let's suppose I need that many. I'll need a bunch of miners, though I can probably pick up some more. I will need a bunch of these as well. I've got 2 train stations, which is all I need. Give me a bunch of signals. May as well give me a bunch of signals. If I'm doing parking and stuff, I probably will need a bunch of trains. 3 stacks of these. We'll need more modules. Okay. I think we've got most of the stuff we need to do some outposting. A lot more belt. Is this not requesting belt? It's in fact not. None of these requesting belt. I'd probably better have some reports. And maybe some of these. Yeah, useful things. This guy should probably be requesting belt. Like, it's going to be a useful thing. And actually, none of these. Yeah. Let's say 6 stacks of belt, and then also a bunch of these things. a little bit bearing in mind how many stacks of things I'm trying to put in. Actually, if we just do that 80, if we do both of these 80, then I shouldn't ever have an extra stack of stuff. Then iron boxes. I don't know that I'm actually manufacturing iron boxes anyway. The solution to that is, of course, handcrafting. Yeah, still just walls. They'll be fine, probably. All of these guys. That's probably everything I need. I gave away all my repair packs and didn't get any back, so let's suppose that that's going to be everything I need. And then let's go over and... Wow, okay, yeah, it's normal things, it's fine. Is there a train station that I would like to pick up and sort of put down quite easily? Maybe this one. If I do that, I get pretty much everything I want, don't I? I get the corner, I get the buffer, I get a rail station name, which is kind of okay. I mean, sure. Won't need any of that stuff, but those can stay. And that's... Oh, did I bring red belt? I did not bring red belt. I guess that's what I'm doing when I get back. Then the only other things will be, can I throw in a little train station like... That's closer than I like. But I guess that's what I'm doing. And these are also non-standard distances apart. Cool. In that case, do I bring it back and put curves in it? And I think I do. I think it goes there. But without that. Okay. I'm in the way of these other trains, which is, you know, not entirely surprising. So let's put together some Roboport stuff. These, you want some belt, you want some of that. Actually, I'm going to probably give you several of these. You can have some bots. These things, miners, lots of track. You'll need some of these, you'll need all of this kind of stuff. You know what, just have a bunch of things and I will deal with whatever else you need later. In fact, have a bunch more of these, and then I can just do, oh yeah, don't want these. Is this gonna have to turn? And I think the answer to that is yes. But I think that's also okay. I think it just, like that isn't there, and that's not like that. Yeah, you're building everything you need to except for, yeah, that's all. There's stuff getting built, it's fine. And then that's also, that's not the one that needs to go there. That's the one, like this is the one that needs to thread through there, which is, as it turns out, completely fine. Yeah, this is a much better way of getting a coal outpost online. Why are you not powered? Should you not have some kind of power? Did I bring radars? I did not bring radars. That's also fine. I gave away all of my bots. But it's fine because I also extended the Roboport. That was too many times to press. Okay. And oh yeah, signals. Rail. Let's do. This is the next coal outpost, and then because do I have? Oh, I haven't given them signals yet. Okay, let's do this by giving them enough signals and enough chain signals, and then some of the other parts that they might need and see what's left afterwards. Red belt, red splitters, a couple more of these guys in ways that I will just like carelessly throw out, and it'll be fine. Yeah, how many was that? Another 80 miners, which is not actually a whole lot of miners. Need the red belt. Was thinking about where the signals go, because this setup is different now. And I don't actually think I need the power grid here at all, unless I'm going to put a radar on it, and I don't think I care that much. I still have radar coverage from the other intersection, so whatever. Yeah, I can have like one here and one there. That will be all the signaling I'm going to do. I didn't bring much train fuel, did I? But I kind of need to come back for that anyway, because actually one of those trains is going to be mine. Let's also add the right number of wagons this time. How many trains do I want? Okay, so I need another 3 wagons as well. And I also need more fuel. Good, lots of things. Probably don't need these anymore, because that bit of the thing is built. Need to bring back splitters, and yeah, you've got a lot of bots. You will not need that many bots, but it's also kind of fine. Need to get the other things that are waiting to be built: splitters, red belt, wagons, fuel, that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll just go back here, I guess. I think also I'm going to need to turn the silo back on at some point. I'm going to need to start supplying it with stuff again, because I have about... yeah, I also have the stuff on the belt and in the labs, which are doing good stuff, but I don't have enough science sitting around to do the rest of this research. Oh well. I have a bit of military backed up, and then the purple is actually kind of backing up, which is what the plan was supposed to be. And then I wanted red belt. Where are these things over here? Some of those, some of these, some of the, probably more of those. And then red belt. Was that all of the things? There was something else, wasn't there? It's over here. No, actually that was all of the things. Those were all of the things that I needed to finish building that station. Oh, and 3 more wagons and fuel. Yeah, there were actually other things I needed to build that station. Wagons are here. Let's get some more of these as well. Let's have more wagons. Wagons are good. Then fuel, I guess, is this stuff. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, let's go back to the new mining outpost, which is... oh yeah. Okay, so this is going to need to be... I was on the wrong branch. I should now be able to get to... yeah, all of these things are accessible. It's fine. We can come over here. Everything taking over kind of nicely, except for the lack of gas. And, you know, things are getting destroyed, it's fine. Lots of rocket fuel again, which is cool. LDS doing its thing. Banking up some LDS, which is actually a big deal, because I wanted to set a fair amount of that aside. Yeah, so let's empty the buffers into the yellow science, which is the thing we're going to do. but I also need a lot of LDS left over for Spidertron type shenanigans. Actually, it turns out none of those actually needed to be red belt, which is pretty funny. That could have all been yellow belt because I wasn't mining enough to need all of those connections being red belt. Oh well. But it's working now. It's working now. Okay. Put the rest of these guys down. Did that actually connect? It did. Give everyone more fuel. Then, am I going to worry about... Because the thing is, I don't actually have the station on the other side yet. Well, the solar's done. How much of the solar is left sitting around? Okay, I've got about another 1,000 solar panels to figure out what to do with. And still power poles, so yeah. Then I've got that thing where it needs to put down a tree to delete things. Where don't I have... It looks like I've got expansion space up here, up until I hit the poles and... Up until I hit the trees and the pipes. So let's do something like this, and this will be, I guess, kind of the last solar expansion before I have to think a little more about where I'm going to put it, because if I go too much further I start having to cut down forests, which I don't really want to do. So that's where we're going to go for now. And it's put down, you know, a third of the solar panels we had sitting around. Okay, this is coal next. Just go here, and then just like cache materials and wait there. It'll be fine. Let me go somewhere else and build you another train track. Do I want to... Oh wow, which one of these is full? Maybe it's actually this one that's full. Yeah, backing these trains up here is probably a consequence of me having... Yeah, it's gonna be these copper trains, but then also not having the gas, because these ones feed into the LDS, which are currently starved of gas, which we're gonna fix by giving them more coal. Okay, sure. I did not get the rubber port. I can get that on the way back. This is actually not necessarily the faster way of doing it, because it's just down here. Yeah, okay, got those things. 14 things being damaged. Good for you, I guess. Things being damaged elsewhere. So yeah, when you can't figure out which things are being damaged on a death world, it's fine. It means the situation is being handled. Oh, he's losing bots pretty quickly. I should take him some more bots. I happen to have bots as well, so maybe I'll do that now. And it's just here, so let's go down there. Yeah, I still have everything I need to be able to do the rest of this. I've still got these things. Yeah, so have like another 200 bots in your robot network. You should be fine now. Wait for this one to catch up. Yeah, we've got some expansions. We got some other. I can't even tell. I think the arc was down here, wasn't it? I don't think that's an expansion. I think that's one that was left over from the last time I was blowing stuff up. Okay. Let's go over here. Actually, first, let's just wander down here for a bit, because we have everything we need to do Oh wait, the first thing I was going to do is take off that function. So this will now just pump. So these guys will just empty. Because I'd rather get rid of these tanks so I had less incidental storage here. And it will also give all of these guys more stuff to do, and also then more gas, which is, you know, cool. I guess let's also change this thing to greater than 2000, because I don't need that much of a buffer. Then this thing here is going to go turn into can that all? Yeah, that can all be the same signal. That'll be fine. Where can I put? Is it just going to go here? Do I want to move it up a bit? I kind of do want to move it up, don't I? I want it to end up not there. This is not going to be the tidiest way of doing things, but also whatever. Because now that we've done that, yeah, I need to kind of... Do I? I don't. I just need to get it out of the way. Except that that's not actually out of the way. Down there will be out of the way. This train can come back over here, and then should be able to find a bunch of good things to shoot. We'll see. Deal with a bunch of those. Expansions. Do I want to change this thing around? I think the answer, do I have chem plants is the question, is the answer to that. And wait, it's not chem plants, it's the simplest, and I don't have those either. I cannot change that into doing a rocket fuel thing, which would have been nice, but it's not going to work out. Oh well. Let's go back over here and add a couple more train stations. In the meantime, this thing wants to go back to manual. Because there's actually one thing is shelling. That's a bit of a shame. I guess that's why we're doing artillery range. How much artillery range does that give me? 30%. Okay, sure. It'll do. I mean, it'll do a bit more there, but you know, whatever. How am I going to make all of this fit in? Because one of the first things I'd like is another fluid taste station, say here. But like not have that yet, because I actually don't have the stations to be doing both of these things. And then this wants to be, that doesn't need to exist. Then these are going to go the other way. I don't have pumps, need to get pumps. Okay, sure. Yeah, this is going to be the station that kicks off the uranium mining again, which I don't really need, and it's not actually a big priority. How am I going to get the other coal in here? Am I crossing these train stations? It's going to be interesting. I think I want two red belts out. So this is a station that does 2 red belts. Except the train tracks go the wrong way, but that's not a big deal. And it can go there. I think it can go there. Yeah, that'll work. Except that these things don't want to be here at all. That's all getting done differently. So I've got coal gas and gas coal. Sure. We're not even normalizing the capitalization. It'll be fine. Normal things. Those don't need to exist. Am I putting in parking? I'm not sure that I am. I think pretty much all I'm going to do is figure out some nasty way of getting this through here. Yeah, we're just going to do, it's going to be fine. So now that's an intersection, but that's okay. This is in the way of the tanks, that's a bit of a shame. It's no longer in the way of the tanks, and now I can, you know, do that, and we've got our train station. And I think I'm just going to use, doesn't want to let me select the right thing, but whatever. It's also just fine. I'm going to use this bit as the parking. Like, this is going to be, this will be parking for, how far does that one go? I can't even tell. There, 1, 2, 3, 4. So even if I do it like here, and that has not enough space, that won't have enough space. So I'll have enough space for 2 more trains. Okay, cool. Let's get these things moving. So I've still got this problem. Yeah, okay. You're gonna go to this one instead. Let's just have fewer trains at the point when I've got all the copper I need. Because I'm short of gas, but we're dealing with that, it's fine. I mean, here's a good test of intersection design. Do the trains unclog themselves when all the other things get into parking? Can they all get to where they need to go? And the answer looks like it's yes. All the trains are pulling up, they're unclogging themselves. That's cool, there's no longer a bottleneck. That's great. I want to see if this bit is actually getting used though, because I'm not seeing... Oh yeah, there we go. Being used. 2 things, wall being destroyed, fine, whatever. Distracted again, we wanted to get these guys. This is going to be from the coal to the coal gas in empty cargo. Yeah, I guess I'm not copying that train schedule. I'm just doing it again. I don't even know if I'm close enough to copy and paste the schedules like this, but never mind. Coal next. Full. Coal gas in empty. That's going to be 2. That's going to be 3. And then do I want to send a 3rd one to this station? The answer to that is I should probably just change one of these. This one is going to go to the next coal. Full cargo. Sorted. Okay, so now we've got a train here. All of these guys are doing a bunch of stuff. Let's reorganize this. Because all these things are basically still just I mean, that may as well be a red belt, and then that may as well be a red belt, and like none of these are going to be full red belts, but that's also completely fine. I'm off by 1, but it's also not something I care about. It's a thing I can quite easily fix later. And let's prioritize emptying this patch first. Sure. Let's do this a different way. Because if I do it like this, then these things are actually lined up. And yeah, we do that, then we do left, left. Yeah, good old balancer. Do I want to try and do I? I don't actually think I care. I think that's going to be everything I care about, because this thing was still not using 4 full belts. I can put this back on, and then I can have one of these here, and you know, this is going to be what happens in this case. These are all going to fill up. It's going to be fine. This should have 3. It has 3 trains assigned, which is cool because it means there's enough parking, and it means everything else here can get out. Okay, I think that means the gas situation is addressed to the extent that it will be, and yeah, all these guys are now going. I could. That's what I'm going to use with the other modules that are currently in the blue chips build. We'll bring them over here. So yeah, let's. This is not what I pilot manually. This is what I'm kind of taking back. So those landmines have been used, which is pretty entertaining. Do I want to try and shell these things? Do I care? I'm not sure I care. Do I have expansions in either of these places to worry about? I think the artillery train is pretty much fine. Maybe that thing. This is gonna it's gonna go without me. Okay, so how many of these things am I actually using? And the answer is not a whole lot, because I cut RCU components. But I wanted to do that anyway, because I need a couple more. You guys should have requested everything you need at this point. Yes. Okay, let's get rid of 3 of those. Then let's do that and limit this to 2. I've got a lot of coal. I cannot have coal. Then all these things are just going to have to disappear. Actually, I've got requests for all of this stuff sitting around in the network, so I can just remove all of these things, and not that one, and it'll be fine. Don't need the beacons either. Need this one. Yeah. That's probably going to be enough. I can also just beacon this more if I need to. But I think I've now got 24 productivity modules to take over to the gas build, which is a good time, and I'm now short on iron. Being short on iron is not a thing I expected. Where's this feed coming from? Here? Okay. That actually makes a fair degree of sense. These things were the things that were getting built here. But I can still do something kind of gross. And if I do this, do I have prod mods? I don't want to use prod mod 3s. I don't really even want prod mod 3s in those guys. They're not doing a whole lot of work. So let's grab those as well and move them over to the gas build, I guess. Take some of these. Doing that. I guess you can have some of these as well. You don't really need them, but sure. Not those ones, these ones. They can go there, so I've got more sticks, I've got more iron from a different source now as well, so purple science is going to be doing a thing. All the purple science is doing a thing, which is great. And I came back to get beacons, right? Is that... I was going to bring this train back as well, because it's not really up to much at this point. Not beacons, I came back with productivity modules. Oh wow, and red belt. That's kind of a big deal. And also pretty funny. Okay, I guess we're going back there. Where is the artillery train? And can I just like put this thing down here and be in the way and not mind? I think the answer to that is for a little while. Yeah, come back over here fairly. That I almost got that timing good, but did not get that timing good. Okay, how far does this guy need to go? It can come back, except that if I do that, this one will release and immediately go to the place it's trying to go to. So this one comes in here, then we do this thing, except this one is in the way. Okay. This will work too. This is fine. Yeah, go there. That was, I mean, that was a worse disaster when everything piled in here, and you know, still ended up kind of okay. I've probably done all the concreting that I wanted to do, didn't I? I was going to take turbines out as well. So all of this is going fine. We launched another satellite. Still building the rocket, which is cool. Yeah, purple science is doing a thing. Am I? I'm not waiting on any kind of science. I'm just getting everything done, which is nice. Okay. I was gonna get pumps to set that up. Oh well. Okay. Let's just help this out a little bit, and then figure out which one of these things. These guys can have modules, these guys can have modules, these guys can have modules. I've still got a lot left. Okay, looks like something else might be getting upgraded to Protmod 2s. Was that all of ones and twos both to threes? Yeah, that entire thing is on Protmod 3 now. Cool. Lots of coal arriving. Yeah, that's all doing everything it needed to. And yeah, we're still mining stuff. Some of the miners have run out in ways I don't care about. Are we doing this now? I think that's going to be the next thing to do. So let's just take this back to the base. We'll do this thing again. Do I still have? And the answer is kinda no. I mean, this train station doesn't need to exist anymore. Can I fit? I can fit another train station right there, which I can use to get the acid out again if I do the same nasty hack that I used to. In which case, because fluid networks, this train station is back again. I need pumps, I need tanks. What is this signal doing? It does not matter. They're going to go the other way. And then how am I getting the things I need out of this disaster? And do I actually have underground pipe? I've got a lot of things I don't need. Like I've got a bunch of these things, which can go in there, and I guess here, because you're going to be doing something. Yeah. Because inserters? Why? Okay, because iron. That's a decent reason. I've just got to the limit of all of the iron smelting. This is as much of an iron smelting plan as I had, and yeah, cool. Fair enough. I needed fluid wagons and I needed a couple of pumps, and I don't think I have any of those sitting around. Give me all of that stuff. Give me those as well. Nope, don't have pumps, don't have fluid wagons. Okay, pumps and fluid wagons. Oh, now I have a blue circuit shortage. Probably because I blasted through these things. And at this point, I probably have all of the science I need. Give me these things back. I probably have all of the science, and I've actually run it out of solar panels. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, I don't think I need any more LDS for the satellite. We'll do something like that. I was getting engines is the thing I was getting, because I needed them to make pumps. I do not need that many pumps, it's fine. Pipes and iron, I'm pretty sure I automated those. He's still doing request things, so that's cool. Oh, do I need... I'm only going to need 2 of those. Why did I pick up? Am I handcrafting turbines? What's going on here? I think we just didn't figure out where I'm making turbines, which is this thing. And you can have a bunch of those. Did I want tanks? I don't think I wanted tanks. I wanted the underground pipes, which are over here. And then also the pumps that I'm making. Okay. All that stuff is good. Are you... Okay, you are full of shells. That's good. How was I getting the acid out? And was I getting the acid out? And why doesn't this have acid? Okay, I think we found something else that's getting the rest of the productivity modules. Fine. Let's put a tank here, because it's still just, yeah, it's just things I don't need. Yeah, that expression was because I'm pouring in. Oh, that's the problem. That's why I'm not getting enough sulfur. Do I want to do it like this though? I probably don't. I probably want to do, because this is all sulfur at this point, so I can just double belt everything in like so. And now these guys, provided that these guys have enough gas, which, you know, let's make assumptions like that, these guys should be able to spit out a lot more stuff. I don't think I can beacon either of those at this point, can I? But they now should have all the materials they need. Am I making more shells than I need? No, because I bumped blue science. Okay, let's also reallocate a couple of these guys, because no one's going to be sad about having a lot of that stuff. So they've now got a lot of chips. These guys can have a lot of chips. Some of these can go back. It'll be fine. This belt doesn't need to exist. Okay. Move it. Yeah. So the reason why I wanted a tank there is because, where did my pumps go? Here they are. Let's also not go that way, let's go this way. I wanted only to pump out of this if there's actually a surplus. Acid greater than, I don't know, 5,000. Because mining the nuclear stuff, I mean, I also need to set up the centrifuges again, because I repurposed them to this, and then, oh well. Mining the nuclear stuff, because of how much fuel I've got sitting around, which is, you know, a lot, is still not as important as making all the batteries. So that's going to do that. I can then run this up here, but not quite there. Let's cross it over here. Let's just do more bad things, because the acid is over here, and I can thread that through somewhere in a manner which I am not especially concerned. It can go here. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Explosives are full, which is nice, because they were going to be a thing that I will need in a bit. Oh, it also reminded me I was going to massively produce more rockets as well. Maybe that's the last thing. Okay, so coming over here, that's where it's going. Okay, nice. Do that, check for trains. Okay, so if I put that guy in and I put these two fluid wagons in, I've now eventually, depending on the rate at which I'm actually manufacturing this stuff, which looks like it's okay, may or may not run out of iron, we'll see, but I've now got a way of making acid again, and yeah, that's all going pretty well. Blue Science is happy. RCUs are lacking their chips, which is a bit of a shame, because I previously had an RCU stockpile which I still need to have, and I don't want to stop the rocket by cutting RCUs. I want to stop the rocket by cutting LDS, because I need lots of RCUs for things, and at the same time, let's go and do the thing of turning on all the, I say turning on, I mean to this one. Let's just not track that anymore. Let's just have, do I want to do it that way around? This is probably going to be a one-off thing, so, but what I do want is just some steel boxes, because I want, actually, let's do it with these ones. I want a lot of rockets for reasons that will become apparent once we see how Spidertron fires them. Do I have anything else I don't want? Yeah, that was unnecessary. I think we're pretty good. I think we've got done a large number of things we needed to. Let's check on the power grid. Power grid is fine, and actually, why is this coming down? Am I out of steam? I'm in fact not out of steam. That's just, things are fine. That's what my factory is doing. there was a point where I was powering almost my entire factory with solar panels during the day. That was nice. As it is, I need a bit of the nuclear again, possibly because I bumped some of the modules and bumped some of the science processing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we've got a bunch of that left, which is necessary. We've got still amount of military left, which is also necessary. And we're currently limited by green because inserters again, because iron. Yeah, I don't know that there's a whole lot I do about that, because I don't plan on figuring out how to fit more iron smelting in here. But also, oh well. Actually, how many of them? They are all working, and they are building up again. So I'm actually doing research. It's going to be tighter when trains arrive, isn't it? Oh well. That was another thing that did not need to be. This one, not that one. Where's the one that feeds? Have I already taken off? No, it is this one. It does the flamethrowers, but it also does the feed in here. This one does not need to be. I don't need to be holding reserve here at this point. I can straight up just push all of that oil into gas. So that means that probably that thing is low, but it always was. This thing is yet bad because it always was, and this thing is doing the small amount that it can, but also that. Where is the new one? There was a new one somewhere. The one up here is also, yeah, is now at rate. I could begin that. I'm probably not going to. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff done. I think that's where we're going to leave it for today, unless there are any new biter expansions that we want to go shell. And there's like that one, but like whatever, and this one, which is also kind of whatever. It's all just pretty fine. Steel is processing. Am I banking up a amount of steel? No. I'm using steel pretty much at the rate that it arrives. Green chips are not getting used. Oh well. I wonder if that means I've got a bunch of trains that are waiting for a green chip station but not finding any, and the answer looks to be no. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I think next time we're probably going to finish this technology and then also go back and finish the nuclear weapons technology, and then we're going to be. I mean, is there anything else? I think that's pretty much it at that point. There's this artillery range, because sure, there's nuclear weapons, and then we're going to be into Spidertron. So yeah, we're getting pretty close. It's going to be pretty good. Power grid is happy. Research is researching. Yeah, pretty good times. Pretty good times.